Hello, everybody. Welcome back to MLG Anaheim, live from the Bravo stream. I am Revin. That is Maven, and we got a pretty sweet game coming up right now.
Hey, this is our first time casting together, and we've got
We're about to make some sweet caster
game.
love.
Woo. Just beauty for your ears. But we have Lightning Pandas going up against Rise Nation. Looks like we're going to have the game reset here for a second. But two of probably one of the biggest games we've had so far, as far as names go.
I mean, a lot of people are immediately going to count Lightning Pandas out because, you got 3 YouTubers on the team as well as Shane. But these guys are actually pretty talented at Call of Duty. They compete in the Gfinity Pro League. They did pretty well there. I think they fell just short of qualifying for the championship bracket here. But
they got third, I think, didn't they? Yeah,
third.
So they did get third. I mean, they can definitely play. And then Rise on the other side, I think they got the 7-8 spot at Champs this year. Surprised a lot of people. I mean, they weren't really expected to qualify in the first place from regionals. Go to Champs, perform very, very, very well. And it's been tough because we haven't been able to watch them. They didn't make it into the league, so we haven't really been able to see them much. I don't think I've really watched them play since Champs.
But this is a team full of old people, right? Pac-Man been playing since COD 4. Wheat's playing since COD 4. Saint's been back and forth between Halo and Call of Duty. And their fourth, Looney, he's been around for a good amount of time as well. So these guys, they have a lot of experience in Call of Duty, but they're going up a team who they don't really have a chance to scrim against, practice against. So you got 2 different play styles we're about to see.
Yeah, well, last time I cast these guys is when they had Fears. I haven't seen them play with the addition of Saint. Now, the nice thing, last time, we saw him in Agri filled in for FaZe Black. Saints wasn't able to make it.
And he did very well,
he did awesome. He was really a big player for them, especially when it came to S&D, which is kind of what he's known for. But we'll see how this squad gels. I mean, they definitely have a ton of potential. I'd love to see them in the Season 3 league.
Yeah, we got to start off with the new guy here, Saint. So whenever Saint plays, he's always been on a team that's picked him up as a last-minute player. Juked at UMG, Philly, you just said FaZe Black as well. He's finally had a chance to practice with a team for an event. So this is an exciting time for Saint, and he's going to find action off the bat. Unfortunately, he gets taken on. Let's move over to Fearcrats. This is one of the biggest YouTubers in Europe, and he's recently switched over to competitive Call of Duty, but he's more known as a pub star. He can drop just some ridiculous numbers in pub matches.
Yeah, horrendous at pubs. So unfortunately, he found a player on that ever so famous head glitch. On with Pac-Man here. He's going to be pushing. Got 2 players actually in front of him. He shot, so they are going to rotate back. He is able to at least get one, not going to reload, and able to pick out the second player there. So good job by Pac-Man so far. They do have control of B and A currently. Good start here for the members of Rise Nation.
I like the idea from Fearcrats right there, overextending. I think maybe he was a little bit too quick about it. You see what the Lightning Pandas kind of want to do here. They're looking to control the broken side of the map, which is exactly what you want to do. You set up over near that broken Jeep, and it's a very dangerous head glitch to be behind. Plus, you got Benny Central trying to get him the cover from top broken. But right now, Pac-Man, he hasn't died yet. You could clearly see the Lightning Pandas, they're getting outslayed.
Oh, yeah. I mean, every player, outside of Saint, everyone really getting it done, especially, like you said, Pac-Man, who is top broken right now. Okay, he wasn't able to get a Remington. I was like, he's not going to do a ton of damage with the MTAR from here. A lot of hit markers there on the B-Dom, but not able to pick up that kill, though. His teammate, Wheats, though, able to pick up 2. Pac-Man there with the knife, going to be 3 down there for the members of Lightning Pandas.
And Pac-Man's going to do this all game long. He's such an annoying player to play against on this map. He's constantly at your home flag. Let's move over to Wheats. Now, this is a guy that could have won a national championship, but he didn't decide to go to 2009 Nationals. That's when Sharp filled in for him for Extravagant. So he's been a player that, he's been on winning teams. He's been on, high caliber teams, but we haven't really seen him win a major championship.
No, I mean, lately he's sort of just been, since they weren't in the league, he's been kind of a fill-in. He was filling in for a lot of teams during the 2Ks and 5Ks here in the States. He also was the sub player for TK in the league. And he was, I know Gandhi and I referred to him as a super sub. He'd come in and put up huge numbers filling in last minute.
Oh, man, playing on Wheat's host, it's nothing you want to do. He lives in Louisiana. I think he lives in New Orleans or something. And I remember just playing against him in a 2K. On one side of Freight Blitz, he dropped 28 against this. It was not fun at all. I did not have a good time.
Yeah, 28 in one side is a little bit ridiculous, but it's going to be a 20-point lead right now for Rise Nation.
Shoot his toes.
Basically halfway through this first side of Octane Domination.
All right, let's move over to Saint. He's had a very slow start to this game, 2-8. He's going to move over to an SMG role here now. One thing that I like what sub players have been doing on this map is they've been showing really good patience. At the beginning of the game on Octane Domination, when they would get, for example, if let's say Saints on the side he's on A0 home flag, when they would get over towards the broken side or even in the gas station, they would just kind of immediately go to that home flag. But recently players have been taking their time and pushing that 3 cap, just waiting for the the perfect moment to do it.
Yeah, it's very difficult to be a sub player on this particular game type. I mean, it's so easy, especially like you said, with patience. If you aren't patient, it is so easy. I mean, I've seen top players, sub players go like triple negative in this particular game type. If you're playing against competent ARs, that's 4 down here for the Lightning Pandas. Great pickups for them, but they haven't been able to get control of B or A.
Yeah, unfortunately, they've just been pinned back in their base. You see them always on the minimap. They're spawning right behind the diner, and that's just not where you want to be spawning.
No.
You have a few decisions to make, but I always think that the right decision would be to rotate back and try to push through Broken. I never really want to, I never really like pushing through Dino, or even through Pawn could be a bit risky at times. I feel like Broken, that's going to help you the most when you're trying to go for the B flag because you got that Jeep to use as cover.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely one of the better head glitches on this particular map. And just looking across the KDs right now, Pac-Man's on a tear, 15-7. Wheats +8 at 12-4. They are really just out slaying and apparently shooting bodies already as well of the members of Lightning Pandas.
Yeah, you got to show him some love. And I was talking about Pac-Man at the beginning of the game, what he's going to do on this map. And he's been doing exactly that. So annoying. Like, you always got to clear out Broken. You always got to clear out Gas. You always got to clear out Bottom Pawn. And it's so much to worry. Finally, somebody from Lightning Pandas is going to do something on the map. It's going to be Shane trying to capture A, but players from Rise are already there to clean him up.
Yeah, I mean, he made the smart play there, not actually going to take it over. Tried to just work the neutral and then pick up that kill, but unfortunately he was outshot. And Pac-Man there had the world in front of him. There were a couple of members in Gas. Looks like they're rotating out around Pawn side. He should be able to pick up this kill. He will get one and now can apply pressure to C. And by being in this position, he's forced them to spawn out opposite the Broken side here, but he's about to get pushed from his left.
Yeah, he's probably going to die here, but it doesn't matter. Only 10 seconds remaining on the first side, of course, and they're going to have a massive lead. Around 53 points, probably more, because right now the Lightning Pandas, this is like the first time we've seen them on the B flag the entire game, but I don't know. How come we haven't seen any smoke grenades from the Lightning Pandas? That's the one thing I haven't seen. That would really help them out, just to push out on the map.
Yeah, because, I mean, they couldn't get anywhere.
They couldn't move.
They didn't have map control for, I mean, once we were basically 30 seconds into the game, it was all Rise Nation from there. But, I mean, the one positive thing I guess you can say for them, this is one of the few maps where you will sometimes see gigantic swings. I mean, there's been games with, teams like EG, Optic, some of the top teams where they'll have like a 40-point deficit, turn it around that second side. Because if these top teams get like CB control, you can really, really lock that down.
Yeah, it all depends. I think right now Rise, they're starting on the favorable side.
Yeah,
just because once you get that strip spawn trap down, it's just all ogre from there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. Lightning Pandas are definitely capable of flipping the spawns because, I mean, Rise, they were just on this side, and they just got a ton of points. So the Lightning Pandas, they could definitely do the same thing, and they're off to a much better start. Fear looks like he's on a 5-point streak, and he's going to be working over towards C flag. Spots 1, and right now his teammate's on B. So Kraz, he's just working as a distraction right now. I don't think his goal right there is to cap C flag. I think it's to buy enough time for his team to cap B and maybe set up around it.
And yeah, you're right. I mean, it was impressive they had that big of a lead with AB control, because typically when you see those big stretches of holding a 2-cap for 2, 3, 4 minutes, it's usually on the flip. But they haven't been able to flip this yet. Shane here on this Headless trying to fire this MTAR into B-Dom. Just getting hit markers for days right now. If Benny, his teammate, is going to push up there and hopefully give him a little help, but he will drop.
Yeah, in the meantime, they lost control of their A flag, which is... That is no bueno, man. Yeah. They're spawning over near the strip side of the map. They decide not to rotate back as somebody was captain flag, which I think you don't have to necessarily rotate back, but what they did is they didn't make any progression up in the map. Usually you'll see teams decide to overextend all the way through Broken and just try to flip for C, which is a much better position to fight from. Yeah. And it looks like they will be able to capture C, but for a moment they were 3 caps.
And nice shots there. Benny,
and now they're 3 capping.
Another one going to push him from Pawn, and he will drop. But yeah, this is exactly what they need. There's still plenty of time, but holding a 3-cap, we know how difficult that is. And it looks like we've got a bit of a... Did that player spawn up there, or was that last alive?
Fearcrads? He's just been laying here.
No, I'm sorry, whoever swims up at C.
I think Pac-Man overextended, and he's just looking to cap C. But this is exactly what you want to do if you're holding a 3-cap. Just have 2 guys camp it at each home flag, and then you get your assault rifle set up in the middle of the map. It's going to provide for a bad time for Rise Nation. But they have a lot of time to work with, especially since they're up by, 40 points? but nice place from Shane. It looks like the Lightning Pandas are coming alive.
Yeah, this is exactly what they needed, and forcing that strip spawn was huge. They keep spawning in strip. They were spawning in strip, and that's one of the easiest places to kind of get them spawn trapped and hold a 3-cap, but they were finally able to push over to A and force a spawn there, so they will have 1 cap to their name with 2.5 minutes and down, a little over 30. They're all right now with the 2-cap for the time being. They don't need to overextend. They can try and lock this down. We'll stay on here with Benny as he's going to be on the head glitch trying to hold B for his squad.
Yeah, just did some quick math. I'm pretty sure they could hold this 2-cap for the rest of the game, and I'm pretty sure they'll win. But we'll see if that happens, because
they have the
2 minutes, 15 seconds, that's kind of a long time.
Yeah, I think it's 36 over 2 minutes, so they should be more than okay if they can hold this. But obviously, they haven't really throughout this game been able to hold a 2-cap for any significant length of time. And you'll see there was a player who was that Pac-Man again who was pushing their home cap. He was able to neutral it, so Benny's got to rotate back and retake the flag. But I think they'll be all right. They've just got to do what they haven't really done throughout this game for the first 8 minutes.
That right there, that's a desperation play from Saints. He's saying, all right, guys, we got to do something, because what we're doing now clearly not working. A flag going to get neutralized. Let's see if Benny Central could hit this shot now. I've seen players go top broken, and there's like a little crack that you could shoot through to try to get him off C flag. I think that's a pretty innovative spot. But let's move over to Wheats is turning it up right now. He's 26-12 as his team's lead. It was 50. Now it's down to 22.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, man. This is the one map where you'll see these huge swings. I mean, if you hadn't watched much of this particular game type, you would have thought this was all said and done for Lightning Pandas. But they've had.
Well, if it was any other map and you have a 50-point lead,
exactly. This is one of the few where you can actually pull this off. And right now they're back to that 2-cap. 70 seconds left to go. They're down 19. At this point, I think they would have to push a 3-cap.
So with a minute, if you're holding 2 and they're holding 1, in a minute you'll gain plus 12 points on them.
Yes. So they are going to have to at least push a 3-cap, and that is what they're doing right now. The 3-cap is back on. The second different 3-cap of this particular side here for Lightning Pandas.
Big play from Pac-Man, winning that one-on-one gunfight on B flag, but I think that 3-cap, that's going to give them enough points just to hold 2 for the main game. In fact, that's going to get neutralized, so still, Rise, they're not getting any points right now. Moving on to Looney, they will be able to capture A, but 6 points separating both these teams. It's going to be up to Lightning Pandas. They're going to have to capture a flag. Looney on B flag. He's going to get taken out from behind. Moving over to Benny Central, trying to give his teammate cover. It's going to be Fearcrats halfway. He's going to be able to. Oh, that was a huge win from Fearcrats. 20 seconds remaining. 7 points separating these teams. Oh, man, it's going to come down to the wire here, Maven.
Yeah, no, this is nuts. 15 seconds left. Krads was able to pick up some big kills there on B. Benny Central picked up 2 as well. We have now 3 down. Quicker's going to be the last one alive here for Lightning Pandas, and they are down 4. Not enough time left to make it happen. What a valiant effort out of Lightning Pandas, but just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, you got to give him props for the fight right there. Only losing by 3 points. They're down by, what was it, like 52, 54?
Yeah, I know it. The last time I remember looking at it was right around 50. And, I said that this is where you'll have those swings on this map, and they really did an excellent job. And I thought when Krads got that 1 kill there and his teammates helped him push out a D-Dom, they'd cap that and be able to bring it in, but just not. They needed, another tick or 2. 5-10 seconds, they would have been good.
So that's definitely going to help Lightning Pandas gain some momentum. I think they were feeling pretty down on themselves after that first side. I mean, who won,
well, look at this. They were getting outslayed so badly.
And they lost by 3. That's not bad.
Yeah, everyone pretty much worked back to close to even outside of Quicker, and it was, a much uglier first side, that's for sure.
All right, so Search and Destroy, that's going to be coming up next. Guys, we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, Lightning Pandas versus Rise Nation. Although, before we do that, I just want to say, it's a best-of-3 series, so Lightning Pandas, their tournament life is on the line here. We'll be right back.